Hello everyone. In this series of videos, I am going to take you through how to make changes to your site. And I will show you how to add content, change content, and customize the site the way that you want. But first, before we go into the specifics, I want to explain some of the terminology so that we can be on the same page going forward. First, you might have heard of the words WordPress. WordPress is the software that runs these sites. And we're going to use this mock site, Your Site Blog, as a way of discussing all of the different changes and additions that we can do over the course of these videos. Most of you will have a site that looks similar to this. It will have a logo at the top, some menu items, it will have a slider of some type in the center, and some pages or items that go below that slider. But let's first talk about the actual pieces that make up this home page. First, at the top, you have your logo. Now the logo is a picture, and it is uploaded through the WordPress interface, which we'll see later. The point is that you can't just type in your logo. It is a graphic that has to be created. We've created that for you, and if you want to change that, I will show you how in a later video. Underneath that, we have the menu items. Now this is an important point. There are two types of pages of information that happen within a WordPress site. The first is called pages, and the second is called posts. And now for our purposes, a page are menu items, and a post are pages that sit inside of the menu items. There's one other important point. Pages can have different styles to them. Some may just have text in them, and others are set up to have posts inside of them. And depending upon the style of page that you choose, those posts can look different. But I think the best way for you to understand this is for me to show you how it works. First, we'll look at a welcome page. The welcome page is a simple default page. It just has text in it. It doesn't have any posts. This is a message that I wrote. You could write any message that you want in here. But if you look at something like our products page, which in your sites would be, let's say, your favorite products, you can see that it looks different. You have the same piece at the top where you have a little bit of text, but this is a post. Now, if you look at that post, you can see that more of the information in the post, and you can leave replies and people can comment. You'll also see on the side here, there's some widgets which we'll go into a little bit later. But if we look at a blog page, you can see this is a little bit different. Instead of the text being underneath, the text is on the side. And what would happen in a blog page is all of these posts would run underneath each other. As you put them up, the latest one would be at the top. When we look at the products page, what you would see are a series of products, 3 in a row, and then there would be 3 more underneath. If you look at something like a contact page, this is also a special page that has special information just so that your users can contact you. Now in the center, we have a slider. We call it a slider. In this case, we have 3 pages that are fading into each other at a particular speed. There are other styles. Some may slide and some may dissolve in, but they're all basically the same. And the way that we do them in our sites is these sliders are actual pages. Each one is a different page. And each page has a featured image. And that featured image is what you see in the slider. And we'll talk about featured images a little bit later as well. On the bottom, you have 3 pages that we've decided to use. They could be any pages that you want. And if you clicked on one, as we clicked on products at the top here, you can click on products down here, and it would take you to the same product page. And notice that the text that is sitting on that front page is the same text that we put up here. And that's it for now. I'm going to stop here, and then in the next video, we'll take you inside the WordPress interface itself.